The originators of the dark matter theory, Dr. Joel Primack.
Nancy Abrams, who is a lawyer, a songwriter, a spouse, and the co-author of this volume, The View from the Center of the Universe. The co-author is sitting right here. His name is Joel Primack, and he's one of the world's most successful and recognized cosmologists, astrophysicists.
We're very worried that this new focus on putting people back on the moon is robbing the current scientific enterprise of very much needed resources in the hopes that we'll be able to do something in 10 or 20 years that we've already done, namely put people on the moon. We really have major projects that we'd like to do now that are being postponed, in many cases indefinitely, because of this new focus on the moon.
What do you have in mind?
Well, one of the major projects, S.E.T.I is about to start a major new observatory, the Allen Array.
Named after Paul Allen.
That's right, who provided some of the money to make it possible. It's going to allow us to look 10 times farther out than we've been able to look so far, to listen so far, for signals from possible extraterrestrial intelligence. Now, also, Jupiter has another great role in the solar system of deflecting a lot of the things that might hit Earth and cause catastrophes.
If the Earth were to get askew and cockeyed, your book says in a footnote it could be remedied. It could be remedied by altering the orbit of the Earth and correcting it.
Yes, by
aligning it.
By using large comets. This is not something that we could do with today's technology.
This could be done. That is aligning the orbit so that it spins differently and therefore, I guess, has a, we're talking about a linear direction to it? Let me read it. This could be done by altering the orbit of a large comet so that on its rare passages through the inner solar system, it passes repeatedly close to both the Earth and Jupiter. And to do this would require perturbing the comet's orbit using large rockets. It would, of course, be crucial to prevent this comet from crashing, thanks for this, from crashing into the Earth during these maneuvers. Meanwhile, astronomical catastrophes like the one that destroyed the dinosaurs 65 million years ago can be averted in the future by changing the orbits of asteroids and comets. These tasks would require improvements in our astronomical and rocketry capabilities. When we talked about the changing of the pivot, if that's the right word, of the spin of the Earth so that it is not, so that it remains circular, there's another reason why we should keep in mind what we can do if the Earth gets too close to the sun.
But the sun is going to get too hot for the Earth. That's the fate of the sun. It's going to get hotter and hotter, as Joel said. So the real purpose that we bring up this issue of the possibility of changing the orbit of the Earth by using comets is so that over the long term we can slowly move the Earth away from the sun so that as the sun gets hotter and hotter, it doesn't cook the Earth. No reason why you have to be an expert. You don't have to understand scientific theories at the level of scientists to understand the overall picture of our universe. Every culture has had a picture of the universe that people shared, except ours. We are really an anomaly in human history for the last 400 years. We do not have a shared picture of reality. We couldn't really, because 400 years ago we began to get scientific standards. And there simply was no scientific picture because there wasn't any data about the distant universe. But now, for the first time in history, we have the image that just like you don't have to be an auto mechanic to drive your car, you don't have to be a cosmologist to understand the universe. You can use this picture of the universe. You can approach it through stories, through pictures, through symbols, because this is a unifying picture of reality. This is the picture that belongs to every human on this planet.
What about the moon?